Setting him up. Reverse toe hold.
Oh!
Neal rolls into a small package. 1, 2, 3. He got him. Quick small package. Caught Morgus the Maniac.
Hello from ringside, everyone. Welcome to another action-packed edition of UIW Universal Independent Wrestling. Dave the Wave here along with Craig Johnson and Mike Paradise. Craig, another fantastic hour on tap. Just look at this card.
Tom Chippendale Brandy, we will see him on the card tonight. The master of the triple bypass, the surgeon. Also the debut of a great tag team. The Cream Team is here tonight. Neal the Power Superior, and of course, we've heard a lot from Kevin the Truth Casey about King Kalua.
And he's got his self-proclaimed #1 free agent in professional wrestling. That's him, King Kalua. Hangman Harley Watkins as well in the main event, Craig, the one we've all been waiting for.
AJ Fritzoid against Axel Rotten in our main event. I think we're ready to go, Dave. What do you think?
Enough talk. Let's go to the ring.
The personality. I know you're anger. I know you dream.
Ladies and gentlemen, this opening match is set for one fall. Introducing first in the ring, at 255 pounds, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, Tom Chippendale Brandy. Bob Wisman.
Tom Chippendale Brandy and Bob Wisman. We finally get to see the man known as Chippendale, Dave.
His debut here in the UIW this week out of the city of brotherly love, Tom Chippendale Brandy. With the looks of that body, I wonder if he ever was a Chippendale dancer.
Could very well be.
Locking up with local boy Bob Wisman as Bob backs him into the corner. A humiliating slap. Sort of trying to psych Tom out, but it didn't do the job as Tom goes right to work, climbs the ropes, cocks the fist into the side of the head. Fans counting down. I think they're up to about 10 by now. Bob Wisman in trouble. Irish whip to the corner. Tom follows up with a hard clothesline. Back to the corner. Once again, another one. He's so quick, Craig.
When you go back and forth like that, I think Bob Wisman made the wrong decision when he started this match out with a slap.
Bob on rubber legs street right now. Caught with a fourth clothesline. Puts him down to the canvas. Tom right into an armbar.
And usually you see those clotheslines delivered with a right arm. This time, Brandy, apparently the southpaw, the left-armed clothesline.
Something a little different from Tom Chippendale Brandy, making his first appearance this week as he puts a reverse hammerlock on Mr. Wisman.
And it's great to see him here in the UIW,
Oh, yes.
checking out the competition.
And there's plenty of it here as he drops his Wisman's chin right on his shoulder.
That might have hurt his Wisman tooth, I guess.
As Tom Brandy in control once again, setting him up, grabs the types into a vertical back suplex. Oh! Brainbuster almost, right on the top of the head.
I don't think he ever made that move at Chippendale's.
No, I don't think so. As Wisman, Irish whip to the ropes by Tom. Shoulder block, elbow combination.
Brandy, very impressive here on his debut in UIW. A tall wrestler, standing at least 6'6", maybe even 6'7".
I don't know. Wisman reversal, trying to get something going. Brandy ducks under a clothesline into a flying crossbody by 1, 2. Whoa, close. That was about as close as you can get.
Now, you notice that Tom Chippendale Brandy shaking his head a little bit, saying, okay, this guy's got a little fight left in him, and apparently a little bit more than we thought.
Wisman going to work with headbutts, eye gouges, raking. Looks like choking right across the top rope. He's got a 5 count to break it.
Now, remember what happened last time Wisman used this tactic. He paid for it, being the receiver of 4 straight clotheslines, and now he tries one here.
One of his own right there. Tom went down. Now, Tom just picked him up like yesterday's news into an atomic drop. Hello. Don't think he'll be sitting down for a while. Bob Wisman in trouble. Tom Chippendale Brandy. Impressive so far, Craig.
Well, the reversal by Wisman, and that's the best defense. Don't be there.
Setting him up. for perhaps hooking him into a suplex powerbomb combo. It's over. Let's get the official
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Tom Chippendale Randy.
Greg, you want to go back and take a look at that? You'll see Tom hooked him. Looks like he was going to give him a double underhook suplex, and there, right into a power bomb, hooked the legs with the arms. 1, 2, 3. Impressive debut for Tom Chippendale Brandy. Let's go to a break.
Universal Independent Wrestling is set to return to the Baltimore area on Saturday, July 27th at 7 p.m. at 6000 Urban Avenue, the Teamsters Hall. On that card, you're going to see the first annual UIW Tough Man competition. It's a 16-man city street fight battle royal. Also on that card, you're going to see the Hangman, Harley Watkins, going up against the War Pig. And the Wild Thing, AJ Fritzoid, faces off against the Killer Hit, Kirk Dredd. Also, in the Battle of the Big Men 2, it's Rasta the Voodoo Mon taking on this man, Neil the Power Superior.
Rasta, you indeed could be one of the biggest men I've ever had to face in my pro wrestling career. But I didn't like the way things ended in Steel Town. I want a clean 1, 2, 3. I was the one that went to the UIW promoters and asked for this rematch. So come on out to Teamster Hall July 27th, and you too will feel what the true power is all about.
And his opponent now entering the ring, weight unknown. He makes his residence at the Bellevue State Hospital. Here is the Surgeon.
Is the Surgeon planning to wrestle or slice some meat or something? He's got a machete.
I don't know, but I'm sure he took the hypocritical oath before starting this match.
Exactly. I wonder, do you think this guy really has any sort of medical license? I mean, that's scary.
Maybe from the quack school of medicine, I'm not sure, but one thing I am sure about, they had to take the last man he gave his dreaded triple bypass to out of here and take him to the hospital, hopefully not to have another appointment with the same surgeon.
The Surgeon tying Rick Savage up in the ropes, blatant chokehold, snaps him back. Whoa. Flew in the air. Rick Savage in trouble already. The Surgeon, this guy is huge. I mean, talk about, he's just plain big. He's not muscular. He's just plain thick. As he pounds Rick Savage's head into the top turnbuckle, the Surgeon from Bellevue State Hospital, not a medical hospital, more of a psychological institution for the criminal and mentally insane. I'm not sure exactly.
Well, I guess one thing the Surgeon has going for him is he can put his own patients to sleep before going to work, I guess.
Trying to do that right now to Rick Savage, sets him up for an elbow, pounds it down into the sternum area.
Yeah, the Surgeon's the expert on the anatomy. I can understand that.
Right into a reverse chin lock, the Surgeon twisting and turning at the neck of Rick Savage.
Now, if the man does have any medical background at all, you'd have to guess that he knows where the pressure points on the body are.
Pressure points, and where the most brittle bones are. As he drops an elbow right to the top of the skull.
And you notice that referee Handsome Howard Goldman not getting anywhere near the Surgeon.
Do you blame him?
No, I think the Surgeon's a little bit nuts himself.
Where did they put that knife? I hope it's well clear of the ring. I don't trust this guy, the Surgeon. I really don't. Anyone from Bellevue State Hospital, as he pounds away on Rick Savage, opening up, Irish whip into the corner. Rick, no, he didn't bounce out. He stayed there. Going in once again.
He's trying to avoid pain, I believe.
But I don't think he's going to avoid it as he took a backdrop there. There's that little dance that he does. It's almost like he's a little kid in there dancing.
The doctor
around.
dance.
Having fun. Strange character. The Surgeon threw him right over the top rope. That could have been a disqualification. Rick Savage out on the floor. The fans don't appreciate this too much.
Obviously not going to be getting many appointments from these fans in the near future.
Savage rolling back in on his own, but immediately the Surgeon goes right back to work on him. Backs him into the ropes. Irish whip once again. Elbow smash. Right to the esophagus. Ugh.
You have to wonder when the surgeon's going to finish this operation. It looks like he can do it just about any time.
Yeah, he can do it at any time. He's toying with the man right now. Setting him up. Back breaker. No, suplex. Planted him right in the middle of the ring. The surgeon taking his time. Maybe he's just enjoying himself. I don't know. Perhaps that's his, he just gets off on pain. Giving pain as he's taking some of his own right now. Rick Savage charging right in with some right hands.
I don't
trying to
think
get something going.
I think the surgeon's just playing with him.
You were right. Caught him with a size 13 right to the chin there.
And you know doctors get paid by the hour, so the longer he keeps this man in the ring, the more he makes it. Oh!
He'll be riding the clock as he sets Rick Savage on the top rope and throws him like a throat.
Oh!
Goodness.
He's going for the triple bypass. This is it. There's one. Now, if he's going to do anything like he used to do,
Ladies and gentlemen,
only the first.
the winner of the match, the Surgeon.
Craig, let's go back and take a look at it. Look at it. He set Rick Savage on the top rope, grabbed him by the throat, and just threw him halfway across the ring, and then set him up for a splash. And now, the match is not over for the Surgeon, or at least so he thinks, as he delivers another splash to Rick Savage.
That's number 2. He's not happy till he gets the full triple bypass. And
Going for it. There he goes again. Taking the Crouching bite. Bouncing off the rope. Blast him right in the center.
this operation, I believe, is over.
The winner, the Surgeon.
Attention wrestling fans, here's your chance to add all the great UIW action to your home video library. Universal Independent Wrestling is now available on video cassette. Each action-packed tape contains one exciting hour of UIW matches and interviews as seen on TV, all for the incredibly low price of $14.95. Just send $2 in a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address on your screen to receive your catalog of all the great UIW action now available to you. Independent Wrestling of the Baltimore area. On that card, you're going to see the first annual UIW Tough Man competition, a 16-man city street fight battle royal. Also, due to a recent incident on that card, a specially ordered match as it's Dixie Devastation taking on this team, the Cream Team. Diamond Dave?
Never have we been so humiliated in our hometown, but we've been training hard and studying films of Wahoo McDaniel and Chief Jules Strongbow. We've even been watching some rodeo. We know how to hog tie a pig.
Dixie Devastation, remember these words. I've been whipped a lot harder by 3 women in leather masks that reside on the lower end of Baltimore Street. And remember this, it's a long way back from and you don't want to go with me.
God forgives. The Cream Team don't.
Ladies and gentlemen, this next match is a special tag team attraction. Now entering the ring at a combined weight of 483 pounds from the bad side of Baltimore, here are the Cream Team.
You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this.
Ladies and gentlemen, their opponents now entering the ring at a combined weight of 491 pounds from Baltimore, Maryland and New Orleans, Louisiana. Here are Sledgehammer McGill and his partner, Mr. Bojangles.
It's hammer time. Sledgehammer McGill and Mr. Bojangles. Interesting match, Craig. The Cream Team making their UIW debut. They didn't waste any time in going right after one of the top teams.
And you know, with the tournament coming up for Universal Independent Wrestling Tag Team title, you have to guess that these are two of the top contenders, and here on television today, they want to show that they are the two top contenders.
Well, certainly the Cream team does not have an easy task before them. Sledgehammer McGill and Mr. Bojangles, one of the newer teams in the UIW. I know the Cream team from the bad side of Baltimore. Not quite sure which side of town that is. There's a lot of bad sides. But this is their debut this week, and it's going to be a good one.
Diamond Dave Casanova and Rip Sawyer make up the Cream team.
Standing for Rest in Peace, Sawyer. That gives you the kind of idea what kind of guys these are, the Cream team.
It looks like it'll be Rip Sawyer starting off for the Cream team. Mr. Bojangles maybe starting off for this newly formed team. Now, this team was formed more out of necessity than anything else after all the things that Morgus and the man we saw in the previous match, the Surgeon, have tried to do to these guys.
They're hot on the trail of Mr. Bo and Sledgehammer, but right now they have to get through the Cream team first. Rip Rest in Peace Sawyer starting out with Mr. Bojangles out of New Orleans, Louisiana.
Diamond Dave Casanova
locking up.
Diamond Dave Casanova attempting to get support for his team.
Don't think so.
Mr. Bojangles looked quite impressive over the last few weeks.
As Sledgehammer McGill as well. I've seen the Cream team before, not in the UIW, but on the independent circuit throughout the East Coast. Always impressive as Mr. Bojangles opened up with a quick arm drag there.
Rip Sawyer, yeah.
Laughing it off.
And who does this guy think he is? This is my home turf.
Collar and elbow lock up once again, and Rip right into a twisting armbar going to work on the left arm. Referee Joe the DiCarlo Kid asking Mr. Bo if he wants to give up. I don't think so. A little early for that. Joe may be young, but he's not afraid to stand up to these guys as Mr. Bojangles with an armbar of his own now.
Mr. Bojangles giving him a lesson in Cajun brawling here. Not to be confused with one of the other men who...
Quick tag.
Oh, here we go.
Off the top rope, right into that shoulder. Good tag team wrestling right there. Double team attack.
And that's why they call that man the Sledgehammer, coming down with those big hammer chops.
Rip Sawyer looking for a way out now. Yeah, that's the quickest way, right to the ropes. Sledge breaks it clean like the true sportsman that he is.
For some reason, I don't think he would get the same latitude from the Cream team. Rip Sawyer with a big body slam.
Right into an elbow. Quick miss. Almost caught him, but missed. As Sledgehammer McGill right into his body slam and drops his own elbow, but he didn't miss. He nailed him with it that time. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. 2 count only. Rip Sawyer right into a high hip toss. Backs into the corner. Sledge doesn't waste any time. Goes right after him. Cold clocks him right in the jaw.
Well, for being the tag team technicians that the Cream team claims to be,
so far,
we've yet to see a tag.
No. Rip has taken all of the punishment thus far in this match. He's in trouble now as Sledgehammer McGill catches him with a driving clothesline across the throat. Goes for the cover once again. 2. Whoa. Rip barely slid out of there.
Well, RIP needs a TO here, or a tag.
Another tag by the team of Mr. Bojangles and Sledgehammer McGill once again. We saw it earlier, going to work on that arm. Oh, there, finally a tag. Diamond Dave Casanova coming in right into an arm drag.
Well, it's quite interesting that the team tagging together for the first time, that being the Sledgehammer McGill and Mr. Bojangles, seems to just be taking the measure of the team that's been together for a long time.
And a backdrop right there. Diamond Dave way up in the air.
Our goals in the UIW are very simple. We want to be the best. The Cream team, that signifies the best. We are the cream of the crop, and we want to emerge with the UIW Tag Team Championship.
There is a vacant slot in the tag team title holders, and we want to fill those shoes. We have done everything from the East Coast on down south, and we're going to be the UIW Tag Team Champs.
Right into the canvas, that head and neck
It sure looked
quick
like...
tag there. Oh! Drop kick right to the chin. I think Sledge tripped, but still.
Sledge was just trying to get out of the way. And Diamond Dave Casanova.
He needs to get out of the way now as Dave is just dropping elbows left and right, picking him up into a body slam. Yes. Taunting him now, telling him to get up, Diamond Dave. They're cocky, the Cream team. They're cocky. Another double team attack. Dave, whoa! That was so quick I could barely call it there.
Sledgehammer McGill may have a hard head, but
Dave dropped down and Rip just caught him. Back into the corner, Rip Sawyer. Wait a minute. Rip pushed Joe DiCarlo into the other corner. Meanwhile, Diamond Dave, they call this the Diamond Walk. Oh, dropped him right over the top rope. Joe DiCarlo is still in the other corner. Meanwhile, Sledgehammer McGill, Craig, is laid. He is laid out.
An impressive move now. Rip Sawyer taking advantage.
It may have not been legal, but it worked. As Sledgehammer McGill in trouble.
Impressive move by the man outside of the ring, Diamond Dave Casanova, but, well, maybe we were a little bit tough on the Cream team a little bit early.
They know what they're doing. They know how to cheat with the best of them. A double team attack right now. Double elbow. Sledge is down. He's in trouble. Still reeling from that Diamond Walk earlier. Right into another body slam. Drops him down. Diamond Dave Casanova setting him up. Vicious knee drop right to the top of the skull. Sledgehammer McGill trying to get something going here. Oh, he spit on him.
That's uncalled for.
That's bad upbringing. I mean, they're from the bad side of Baltimore, sure, but you have to spit on your opponent as he... Another drop kick.
And did you notice how he fully extended that right leg to get the full impact on it? Almost a soccer-style drop kick.
There you see the effects of Sledgehammer McGill in trouble. Into the ropes once again. Whoa! And Sledgehammer able to get his arm out. Both men got nailed with that.
Well, now we'll get to see how good each tag team is here.
Both men, Sledgehammer McGill has got to make a tag. He is in trouble. Yes, he made the tag. In comes Mr. Bojangles. Diamond Dave taking punches. Now Rip takes one of his own, a body slam.
Bo challenging everybody.
Wait a minute, now Sledge is being pulled into the ring. All four men in the ring. Joe DiCarlo is going to have to get some control. Looks like we may have a collision here. No, reversal. Sledgehammer right on top. Diamond Dave, he got the pinfall. He got the pinfall. And the action continues outside the ring. Rip Sawyer flying out. Your win. Let's get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Sledgehammer McGill and Mr. Bojangles.
You know, Dave, I don't think we've seen the end of this match. These two guys, or these two teams, rather, will meet again.
Saturday, July 27th at 7 p.m. at 6000 Urban Avenue, the Teamsters Hall. On that card, you're going to see the first annual UIW Tough Man competition. It's a 16-man city street fight battle royal. Also in that card, you're going to see the Hangman, Harley Watkins, going up against the War Pig. And the Wild Thing, AJ Fritzoid, faces off against the Killer Hit, Kirk Dredd. Also, in the Battle of the Big Men 2, it's Rasta the Voodoo Mon taking on this man, Neil the Power Superior.
Rasta, you indeed could be one of the biggest men I've ever had to face in my pro wrestling career. But I didn't like the way things ended in Steel Town. I want a clean 1, 2, 3. I was the one that went to the UIW promoters and asked for this rematch. So come on out to Teamster Hall July 27th, and you too will feel what the true power is all about.
From Hagerstown, Maryland, at 275 pounds, please welcome Neil, the Power Superior.
Neil, the Power Superior, who has racked up quite a list of victories so far in the UIW, going up against the Black Ranger this week. Craig, Neil, definitely a contender. We talked about the tournament for the tag team titles coming out. What about that tournament for the heavyweight title?
Well, you know that with a man with this kind of build and physique, he's got to be one of the top contenders. He's meeting a man who allegedly weighs about the same as he does, so we'll see what the size will do here.
Neil going right in with a backdrop on Black Ranger. Following it with another clothesline. Seen that a lot today, the clothesline chasing Black Ranger. I think he just rolled right out of the ring there.
Black Ranger getting on his horse and riding.
From parts unknown, I assume. Crawling back inside. So timeouts in professional wrestling. Sorry, Black Ranger, but Neil's going to give him a break here, I guess.
I know there's a lot of people like Kevin the Truth Casey who've been petitioning to get timeouts put into professional wrestling.
He actually thought he'd come to you and want you to sign that thing. I was not about to touch it. Neil with a quick roll-up. 2 count only. Neil, the Power Superior, weightlifter, bodybuilder, power lifter. He does it all.
And the powerlifting, the most important part of that, because that's where you get the power for the big body slams.
Especially with guys the size of the Black Ranger, you have to have power.
270 pounds of the Black Ranger. I think that's when he may have dieted for a week.
Yeah, slim fast. As Neil slapping that shoulder, trying to put as much pressure as he can on the left arm of the Black Ranger. Hopefully that tournament for the UIW heavyweight title will be coming up soon. Stay tuned for details on that. Every victory counts, Craig, leading up to that big day. Every win counts. And disqualifications don't mean as much as a pinfall. Neil right into a chin lock, knee in the back combination, twisting the head. The head is not supposed to go that way.
Not unless you're Linda Blair, it's not supposed to go that way.
Neil's asking the fans if he wants him to take off the mask. Referee discouraging it as the Black Ranger was not about to have any part of it.
The Ranger a little bit upset about that, as a lot of guys named Ranger seem to be about losing their mask.
Plants an elbow right on near the Power Superior. Cover. 1, 2. 2 count only. Close.
And you noticed how the Black Ranger had the upper body of Superior caught in a way that he really had to power out of that. Nobody home there, though.
Nailed his own upper body right into the turnbuckles there. Nobody home as Neil. Quick, makes it into a roll-up cradle combination. No. Neil hooked the back of the head, couldn't quite get it. Neil, the Power Superior. Powerful armbar now. Into a step over. Flip combination. Black Ranger, I don't think he knew where he was going on that one.
And that can dislocate a shoulder if you're not careful. And if the Black Ranger isn't careful, he'll find himself pinned. Couple of 2 counts there.
Neil decided that wasn't working, so it's going right into a headlock combination now. Looks like, yes, possibly a suplex. Hooking the tights, got the big guy over.
Oh, powerful move.
Suplex, Neil the Power. Oh, puts on the rope. Black Ranger able to get that foot out. If he didn't, that might have been it.
Well, apparently the Black Ranger having some of his wits about him.
Neil backing the Black Ranger. Oh, Black Ranger not about to have any part of those chops. Irish whip reversal. Neil. Oh, wait a minute. Black Ranger caught Neil's foot, but no! Neil just lifted the other one up with a karate-type kick to the side of the head. That did it. Let's get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of this match, Neil, the Power Superior.
I'm going to go back and take a look at it. The Black Ranger thought he had something going there. He caught Neil's foot. Neil went for a kick. And he waited too long because Neil just leaped up in the air and clocked him on the side of the head.
Whether you call it the Enzugiri kick or the rabbit killer, it's a winner for Neil, the Power Superior.
And his opponent now entering the ring. accompanied by his manager, Kevin "The Truth" Casey, from Pacific Palisades, Hawaii, at 272 pounds, the self-proclaimed #1 free agent in professional wrestling. Here is King Kaluha.
Question, Craig. Now that King Kalua has been signed by Kevin "The Truth" Casey, does that still make him a free agent?
Quite frankly, I haven't seen the contract. You know, Kevin always claims to have the truth, but in truth, has he signed King Kalua? He's out here with him.
Only Kevin Casey knows, as he teasing the crowd right now with taking off the robe of King Kalua out of Pacific Palisades, Hawaii. Looks like he might have gone home for a while. He's got quite a nice tan.
Kevin "The Truth" Casey has a 9-iron with him today. I understand he thinks the match against Reggie Royce will just be a chip shot, that he doesn't have to worry about the long drives. And poor old Reggie Royce, talk about a man who just keeps trying and trying and trying.
One of these days he's going to get there, but hey, he never gives up. He has a lot of heart. That's what it's all about here in the UIW, heart, and you've got to want that victory.
Oh, now, come on. Please.
Stalling for time, that's all they're doing. It's all a psych-out job, trying to psych out Reggie Royce. Kevin "The Truth" Casey, I wonder if he even plays golf.
Well, there's a term in golf known as a handicap. Well, that may tell you a little bit about it.
This man's certainly not handicapped in any way. The self-proclaimed #1 free agent, King Kalua, still doing some last-minute consultation with his manager as the two lock up. Kalua right away backing Reggie Royce into the corner, tying him up. Reggie can't move. He's got a 5 count to break it. No.
Kalua at 272 pounds against Reggie Royce at, well, a lot of people have told me 99 pounds, but I don't quite believe that.
Whoa. One advantage of that less weight is the quickness, so. But can't make up for that power as Kalua takes him to the rope. Stuck on the clothesline. 360 flip. Reggie Royce on top. He got him down with the 5-plus body blocker. Whoa. Kalua almost threw him out of the ring. Drop kick. Caught him right on the back of the shoulder. Kalua landed on his feet outside the ring. Kevin Casey surprised.
Remember how we were talking about Kevin Casey would like to see the timeout instituted in professional wrestling? Perfect example here.
It'll never happen. It'll never happen. He does not like it when he doesn't get his way, as King Kalua trying to shake the cobwebs off now. Collar and elbow lock him into a knee to the gut. King Kalua. Gets him up for a body slam, no problem. Backs into the rope, setting him up. Oh, missed with the elbow. That quickness coming into play once again as Reggie Royce went right into the armbar. Twisting it. He's going to have to get him down on the mat, Craig. With a guy that has that much of a weight advantage, you have to get him down to your level on the mat. Otherwise, you forget about it.
A height disadvantage, a weight disadvantage for Reggie Royce, and that time a little bit of
experience disadvantage right there. Reggie Royce went for a drop kick, and he missed by a mile. He telegraphed it too far. He's paying the price now. King Kalua setting him up, perhaps a double underhook suplex, beautifully executed. Giving himself a hand. Well, he's about the only one that's clapping for him as he backs Reggie Royce into the ropes. Irish whip. Quick elbow right to the gut, followed up by another elbow. That same region.
King Kalua is proving one thing here, that in addition to being a good brawler, he's also a very good technical wrestler. It's just a shame he doesn't keep. Now, what's going on here?
Traveled the world over, King Kalua, and as you see some of that worldly experience coming into play here, he distracted Joe, and Kevin Casey stuck that golf club right in there.
I still say that the crowd should all yell 4 whenever he tries to use that golf club.
Maybe Joe, the referee, would have heard it then, pressing him like, yes, dumped him.
Well, for once I have to agree with the truth. Look at the power of King Kalua there. Oh, my. Well, that one will hurt you like a volcano erupting, that's for sure.
I don't know if Reggie Royce will be talking for a while after that one, right to the throat. Picking him up for more punishment. Backbreaker right over the knee into the kidney area. Goes for a cover. He's kind of close. Wait a minute. Looks like Kalua's. Oh, come on. Talk about arrogance. He took Reggie Royce's leg and stuck it right up on the rope.
Now, like I mentioned before, some of the nicest people I've ever met are from Hawaii. Obviously, I didn't go anywhere near this guy's house.
He just wants to inflict more punishment as he's doing now in the corner. He thinks this is a joke. Takes Reggie in. Reggie just fell right where in place there.
Obviously, Kalua is just trying to show also the #1 contender for that UIW title.
There it is, powerbomb. This has got to be it now. I know Kalua picked that move up in Japan. No, again! Come on! Enough is enough. You proved your point, Kalua. Casey, tell your man to finish him off. Casey's loving every minute of this, too. That's what makes me sick.
Kalua getting him set up.
Atomic drop.
Oh, my.
Atomic drop right into the knee over the back. Nice combination there by King Kalua, and that does it. I guess his workout is finished. Let's get the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the match, King Kalua.
Let's see this combination of moves here by King Kalua.
Lands him with an atomic knee drop. Reggie's holding his behind, standing in the middle of the ring. Kalua comes right off the ropes, catches him by the chest, drives him right down into his knee.
Well, time to hear after King Kalua made mincemeat out of Reggie Royce. Time to be making bacon. Here's the War Pig.
This is Sonny Steele along with my man, the War Pig. We're the best thing to go in the UIW. We're tighter than this. There's a lot of rumors going around in the UIW that this man and me is having a little bit of problems. There's no problems. Sonny Steele got it all under control. Me and the War Pig, we're going to town. Wait, War Pig, where you going? Wait, he must be going to get something to eat. I don't know. But I'm the man. Sonny Steele in the UIW along with the War Pig. There's no problems. War Pig, come back here. Where are you going?
Hey, you, sitting there watching this pro wrestling show, did you ever wonder how guys like Kirk Dredd, the War Pig, Axel Rotten, and the other UIW stars got into wrestling? Here's your answer. They attended the Pro Wrestling Training Center in Hanover, Pennsylvania. This facility can make you the next UIW star. Call the owner, Phil Livelsberger, at 717-633-9542 and get started in your new exciting career. Stop watching and be watched. Join the Pro Wrestling Training Center now.
July 27th at 7 p.m. at 6000 Urban Avenue, the Teamsters Hall. On that card, you're going to see the first annual UIW Tough Man Competition. It's a 16-man city street fight battle royal. Also in that card, you're going to see the Hangman, Harley Watkins, going up against the War Pig. And the Wild Thing, AJ Fritzoid, faces off against the killer hit, Kirk Dredd. Also, in the Battle of the Big Men, too, it's Rasta the Voodoo Mon taking on this man, Neil the Power Superior.
Rasta, you indeed could be one of the biggest men I've ever had to face in my pro wrestling career. But I didn't like the way things ended in Steel Town. I want a clean 1, 2, 3. I was the one that went to the UIW promoters and asked for this rematch. So come on out to Teamster Hall July 27th, and you too will feel what the true power is all about.
Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the ring at 240 pounds from the Badlands of South Dakota, here is Hangman Harley Watkins.
All right, back with more UIW Universal Independent Wrestling. Dave the Wave here along with Craig Johnson. Hangman Harley Watkins goes up against the Red Ranger. We saw the Black Ranger earlier.
I wonder if they're related.
Could form a tag team. Perhaps the Red Ranger late dive takedown. Followed up with a kick, but sort of let Harley go there. Harley as the Badlands of South Dakota.
And one thing, Dave, I did notice that you parked your car even farther away from the Harley this week.
I don't want to talk about what happened last time. He likes to have a 20-foot radius clear around that hog. Is he? Whoa, goes for a clothesline. Red Ranger jumps under him. Flying cross body block on top. Whoa, 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 whoa. That was close.
I think that's what Harley Watkins was thinking. Whoa, 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 where'd this guy come from?
Red Ranger once again in the ropes. Harley almost flat of the ring on that one. Whoa, Red Ranger missed with a knee right into that hard canvas.
Now, you know the finishing move of Hangman Harley Watkins, that Indian deathlock. He may be setting him up for it here.
Softening him up now, working on that left leg. The delicate cartilage of the knee looks like he was biting him. Can he get his teeth through the knee pad?
Harley, buddy, lunch was served a few hours ago. Don't worry about it.
I think you must have missed it. Leg wide open for a leg drop. Harley Watkins.
I just remembered he was tuning up his motorcycle.
Besides wrestling, that's his one passion in life, that Harley Davidson. He drives it all the way across the country to South Dakota and back. The Red Ranger limping is right back to that knee. Harley may not be the prettiest sight, but he knows some technical wrestling. He knows how to stay on his man, grab that body part and go to work on it. And he's getting a little help from the ropes for leverage right there. Of course he's going to deny it, Howard. But Howard has to answer him anyways. He drops another elbow right to the knee of the Red Ranger. Like you said, Craig, that Indian deathlock could be coming up.
Ouch. For a man who has bad knees.
Oh, that's it. There it is.
Yeah.
That's it. Different form of it there. The Red Ranger gave up, couldn't take the pain. Let's get the official word.
Well, obviously, Harley
Ladies
Watkins.
and gentlemen, the winner of the match, Hangman Harley Watkins.
Harley, the bell rang, but Harley wasn't finished. Still kept on inflicting punishment.
Speaking of inflicting punishment, let's take a look at that variation of the Indian deathlock. Very, very painful.
Saturday, July 27th at 7 p.m., 6000 Urban Avenue at the Teamsters Hall. It's the return of Universal Independent Wrestling of the Baltimore area. On that card, you're going to see the first annual UIW Tough Man competition, a 16-man city street fight battle royal. Also, due to a recent incident on that card, a specially ordered match, as it's Dixie Devastation taking on this team, the Cream Team. Diamond Dave?
Never have we been so humiliated in our hometown, but we've been training hard and studying films of Wahoo McDaniel and Chief Jules Strongbow. We've even been watching some rodeo. We know how to hog tie a pig.
Dixie Devastation, remember these words. I've been whipped a lot harder by 3 women in leather masks that reside on the lower end of Baltimore Street. And remember this, it's a long way back from and you don't want to go with me.
God forgives. The Cream Team don't.
From London, England, at 302 pounds, here is Axel Rotten.
Don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years. I compete. What's the fear? Making a team great like a mine.
And his opponent now entering the ring at 247 pounds,
of Your Majesty King Kalua, we have our pictures right over here at the table.
Oh, trying to pat his
I will let you have them for only a minimal fee.
Hiya, Craig.
But I tell you, I don't want to see anyone bring them to ringside and rip them up in our faces, because I don't like that. And Fritzoid, you're in a lot of trouble.
When they walked out of the dressing room together, both of our mouths just dropped. I mean, I had no idea that he had signed Axel Rotten.
Well, Dave the Wig and Drake Johnson, it's a pleasure to join you for this, and I'm glad I could get here for the main event.
We're going to need three men to call this match.
And Mike, you saw some of the things just before the introduction that's led up to this main event.
Absolutely. And this guy, Kevin Casey, I think he's everybody's nightmare. I don't know how he got himself ensconced here in the Universal Independent Wrestling Association, but now here he is with Axel Rotten.
A youngster into the, talk about humiliation.
Like I said, this guy's just a bad dream.
Andy Weinberg, our young ring attendant, they're forcing him to bow, and he slapped him.
And A.J. Fritzoid wants to get on with the match, which would seem to be the right thing to do here.
This is the main event we've all been waiting for.
Well, if they can ever get Kevin Casey out of the ring, that's what it seems like it'll take. I don't know who this poor kid is here.
Pre-match ceremonies. Well, Axel better start worrying about the man looking across the ring from there. The Wild Thing, A.J. Fritzoid, out of Electric City, Utah. Axel Rotten right into a top wrist lock.
And Mike, you notice that Axel came out with a bandage over his forehead.
Yeah.
That from one of the previous meetings with AJ.
Oh, that did come from AJ then.
They have been physical.
I didn't know if that was some kind of decoration to go with that haircut.
That is a cut. They have been physical encounters. As A.J. Fritzoid having words with Steve DiCarlo.
Well,
AJ does.
There's a lot of bad blood here then.
Oh, believe me. So many things, so much hate was built up to this match. AJ pushing Axel off. Axel with the weight advantage. AJ goes down. AJ catches him with a hip toss. Axel bailing out. AJ able to catch him with a forearm. There's that timeout.
Now,
Kevin Casey
there it is again.
I think he's engraved that into the mind.
Mike, did he try to get you to sign that petition?
Oh, yes, he did.
I would not
he did, Drake.
And I don't into the minds of all his men that there are timeouts, but AJ not about to have any part of it. Goes right out after him. Throws Axel back in. Backing him into the corner. Opening up with right hands. Climbing the rope. Could have another count. He ripped the bandage off his head. AJ just ripped that bandage right off of Axel's head. And now he's biting him, I think.
Kevin the Truth Casey very upset at this.
He doesn't know what to do.
Open up some old wounds. Heel throw out of the corner. Axel in trouble.
Yeah, and certainly a lot worse for the wearer. You know, if Kevin Casey had his way, he'd want to rewrite the whole rule book for the Universal Independent Association.
Not going to happen. Body slam. Oh, AJ just picked up. He says he weighs 302, Craig, but again, it's got to be more. It's AJ Fritzoid, the Wild Thing, trying to get wild here, climbing the top rope. Axel, wait a minute. Looks like he could be cut. Oh! AJ hit. Axel pushed Joe DiCarlo into AJ. Joe DiCarlo was knocked flat. There you see.
Wait a minute. Here comes Steve Valentino.
Blood trickling down. Who's this?
That's Steve Valentino. What's he coming in?
What is he doing out there with a chair?
Whoa.
AJ,
where is this coming from?
Joe DiCarlo, ring that bell.
He saw it. He had to have seen it. Don't tell me Kevin Casey manages sexy Steve Valentino, too.
Now let's go to the replay.
Well, David sure looks that way.
Hold on a sec. Oh, my.
This is how you injure. They're trying to put AJ Fritzoid out of wrestling. Holding him, he cannot move. Axel Rotten, 300, what has to be 330 pounds.
Another dirty deed orchestrated by Kevin Casey.
Here comes Kirk Fred, making things a little more even.
Killer hit Kirk Dredd.
It's a good thing he came when he did, Craig.
Guys, I think we need to get some control here. Let's take a break and wrap it up when we come back.
Saturday,
Friday, July 27th at 7 p.m., 6000 Urban Avenue at the Teamsters Hall. It's the return of Universal Independent Wrestling in the Baltimore area. On that card, you're going to see the first annual UIW Tough Man competition, a 16-man city street fight battle royal. Also, due to a recent incident on that card, a specially ordered match as it's Dixie Devastation taking on this team, the Cream Team. Diamond Dave?
Never have we been so humiliated in our hometown, but we've been training hard and studying films of Wahoo McDaniel and Chief Jules Strongbow. We've even been watching some rodeo. We know how to hog tie a pig.
Dixie Devastation, remember these words. I've been whipped a lot harder by 3 women in leather masks that reside on the lower end of Baltimore Street. And remember this, it's a long way back from and you don't want to go with me.
God forgives. The Cream Team don't.
Hey, you, sitting there watching this pro wrestling show, did you ever wonder how guys like Kirk Dredd, the War Pig, Axel Rotten, and the other UIW stars got into wrestling? Here's your answer. They attended the Pro Wrestling Training Center in Hanover, Pennsylvania. This facility can make you the next UIW star. Call the owner, Phil Leibelsberger, at 717-633-9542 and get started in your new exciting career. Stop watching and be watched. Join the Pro Wrestling Training Center now. Attention wrestling fans, here's your chance to add all the great UIW action to your home video library. Universal Independent Wrestling is now available on video cassette. Each action-packed tape contains 1 exciting hour of UIW matches and interviews as seen on TV, all for the incredibly low price of $14.95. Just send $2 in a self-addressed stamped envelope to the address on your screen to receive your catalog of all the great UIW action now available to you.
Craig, wow, what a show. I am still out of breath from that main event. AJ Fritzloy getting a disqualification victory over Axel Rotten. Sexy Steve Valentino came out. Killer Hick Kirk Dredd came out. Total mayhem.
Well, I think the only way to solve this is put them all in a tag team match. I know that's what the Axel Rotten fan club here would like to see. Anyway, next week, some great action, including the Lords of Darkness. We're going to see that lumberjack match with your favorite wrestler.
Oh, please.
It'll be Max Thrasher, the Bounty Hunter, going against the Golden Phoenix in a lumberjack match. And in a tag team match, we'll see Sledgehammer McGill and Mr. Bojangles against the medical twosome, I guess you could say, of the Surgeon and Morgus the Maniac.
And with that tag team tournament on the horizon, every victory is so important. Well, Craig, let's catch our breath, and folks, we'll see you next week.